Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ozlander's Break, son. This is going to be on YouTube as break number 588. This is our 15th Pick Your Team case break, 2017 Leaf Trinity football. 50 on-card rookie autographs per case. So we have one guy in this that is a undrafted, non-signed pick. And that is Terrian Folson. So any Terrian Folson will be randomized to everybody in the break at the end. There have been a few changes that we changed the price and the checklist accordingly. When we line this, there's one thing that's been changed that will be changed if we do another pick your team break of this. But other than that, we just had three changes. Brad Kaya from the Lions to the Panthers, Demore Stringfellow from the Dolphins to the Jets, and Jeremy McNichols from the Bucks to the 49ers. Since there was no price change or anything done, the other one that's changed since this was lined Thursday is Malachi Dupree is now not with the Packers. He's a Bill. But when this break was lined, he was not with the Bills. So he's still going to go to the Packers. Let's go ahead and go into screen share mode here. And we'll go over teams and participants in the break. Thank y'all for staying up late night with me on this one. Bogey 79, Brother Corey. Then Bogey 79 checklist, son, always on point for the 49ers. Brother Jesse, Radar 0311 with the Bears. Arizona Frozen Rope, my boy Shane with the Bengals. Canes fan Bobby Boy with the Bills. Shane's also got the Broncos. G Munson 55 grabbed the Browns out of the store over the weekend. And Jesse's also got his PC Bucks. Cardinals are hitless in this product. I have the Chargers. Jesse has the Chiefs. Ryan Emery with the Colts. Dr. Rocket fan 86, Joel with the Cowboys, Jesse also with the Dolphins, Caden Elliott 3, Mr. Kevin with his PC Eagles, Jay Hackney, didn't have a screen name for him, with the Falcons, Dr. Joel also with the Giants and Jaguars, Kevin also with the Jets, Miss Vicky Siriana with the Lions, Zero Cool 18, Mike, thanks for jumping in, buddy. You got the Packers. I have my PC Panthers. Patriots are hitless. I have the Raiders. Jesse has the Rams. I have the Ravens. Best view cards, Victor with the Redskins. I have the Saints. Joel has the Seahawks. Jesse has the Steelers. Shane has the Texans. I have the Titans. And Shane has the Vikings. See if we can spread the love around here. 50 total hits is not too hard to do. We are already down to 20 teams left in Spectra, aka Spectrumon. Thank you guys for that. If you call for teams, make sure and get those payments on over. And if anybody wants to grab teams, they're in the store, and that link is down below the video. Here's our sealed 10 box case of Trinity. I do have 4 cases of Trinity left. Our last couple of pick your teams have been pretty tough to fill. I've taken a bunch of teams in both to get them to go. I'm not sure what we're going to do with those last 4 cases, but we're figuring something out. If anybody wants some Trinity boxes or cases and give you a real good price on them, hit me up. We're going to move them one way or another. I'm surprised that after this first season in the NFL, a lot of the guys showing you they're going to be stars I hadn't picked back up. This will be one of the nicest for the price, cheaper price point products that we see until it comes around again next year. Lots of expensive stuff coming up. Got a couple cases of Spectra for tomorrow. Got a couple of cases. Those will be pick your team style. As soon as that first one fills, like always, we'll line the second case live in the chat room. And I've already got 8 left. And our first 10 spot random serial number break for National Treasures Collegiate for Friday. We'll have 2 cases of that as well. Next week, we've got the 15 box case break of the new Panini XR. The next Wednesday, Impeccable. Lots of stuff coming up. First up, we've got a 2-color RPA of TJ Watt. TJ Watt for the Steelers. Next up, we've got our first clear. Let me go ahead and get our foam out of the way. Next up, clear charcoal variation. Travis Rudolph for the Giants. TJ had an amazing game the other day. That he did. Next up, our undrafted free agent, 3-color, Terry and Falston. That'll be randomized to all 30 spots at the end of the break. And how about a green Jabril Peppers, 10 of 10 for the Browns. Nice autograph on that one. Jabril Peppers for the Browns. And Deshaun Kaiser, 14 of 16. The Notre Dame up top. I haven't seen one like that. Very cool looking card. Deshaun Kaiser inscription. Those first few teams that were sold paying off right off the bat. G Munson 55. Thanks for jumping in the break. That was a very nice box. Andy, what time did you finally call it a day today? I had to stay up and run to the grocery store and get old Wilson man some food. I was up a long time after we talked. 2? Whew, got me beat. I think I laid down around 9 a.m. Which I'd been up since like 3 or 4 yesterday. Something like that. How about Derek Barnett? I know he's selling well for the Eagles. Right behind that, we got another nice one for the Steelers. 3 of 5, James Conner. And next up, inscription, Amara Darboh, Michigan Wolverines, 2012 to 2016 for them Seahawks. And our first redemption. We don't know what this one will be number-wise until you get it back on redemption. So I'd recommend redeeming all Trinity's redemptions to sell them as a redemption. This one is Wayne Gallman for the Giants. That is the inscription version, aka signatures. And how's this thing not numbered? Laundry tag sickness. Mitch Trubisky for the Bears. Now y'all tell me, guys, with the sickness we've seen out of 2 boxes, how in the world are we struggling to fill the last 2 pick your team breaks of Trinity? What in the world? Very nice for Brother Jesse there. Oh, shit. You're welcome, Jesse. Thank you, man. That's a sick card. Right on top, somebody was talking about this guy selling well. Oh, no, this is the other one. Maybe this was him. Now, what you said, Joel, Davion Smith. This one should sell really well. 1 of 5, 2-color RPA. And Davion Smith for the Dolphins. He said he needs some Kareem Hunt in his life. Next up, Evan Ingram, 18 of 25, blue parallel for the Giants. Next up, career 428 receptions, 6,464 yards, and 73 touchdowns. Don't sleep on Cooper Kupp. He had 78 yards and a touchdown the other day. The 80% of Americans that had no idea who he was are starting to wake up to that, as I told Mr. Andy last night. So we like that with a lot of rookies. Not amazing stats. One of the first few teams taken in the break by Jesse. Jesse woke on that one. And 1/1, Malik McDowell for the Seahawks. That is the cyan printing plate. Malik McDowell. And seems like kind of an odd one to be the last one in the box, but 3/10, red parallel, Chris Godwin. Jesse racking up them hits. Chris Godwin for his PC Bucks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the printing plates they did do on stickers aren't on card. They figured out if you look back on eBay on some of the printing plates, especially on Trinity, but any printing plates, sometimes the ink bleeds bad. So they did do the, forgot to mention that at the beginning of this break. They did do the stickers on the printing plates this year. All right, next up. For the Chiefs, Jihu Chesson. Sure I'm saying his name right, but for the Chiefs. Wow, very nice looking card here. For the Steelers, R. Joshua Dobbs. That very well may be the Steelers quarterback of the future. Pretty card. Next up, going to the Packers. He is a Bill now, but when this was lined, he was a Packer. Or had just been cut, I believe, actually. Malachi Dupree went to the Packers. One from Mike there. And one of these guys, also out of LSU, decided not to do an inscription on the inscription. 4/10, Traven Durrell for the Saints. 4/10. Later, Brad. I appreciate you, buddy. And 3-color RPA for the Bengals, John Ross. Nice card in that box. Good looking card there. So far, our stack of what should be the highlights in our Facebook post, Twitter, and Instagram are higher stacked than the ones that shouldn't be. It's a good sign. Awesome case so far. We got plenty more coming, Shane. I hope we got a bunch more coming your way. Next up, 2-color, Carlos Henderson for the Broncos. Right behind that, we have Cooper Rush for the Cowboys. Charcoal, non-numbered, clear variation. We have a blue parallel to 25 right behind that. That is Jamal Williams for the Packers. Another hit from Mike. Love that blue. It looks sharp. Next up, 2016 rushing yards. Let's see, 2,028 yards and 15 touchdowns. Deontay Foreman, former Texas Longhorn, for the Texans. And we'll leave him right there because there's his new quarterback, Deshaun Watson, clear non-numbered version. Not the version when he's looking to pull you. The Texans on the board there, Shane. You're welcome, Mike. Thanks for jumping in, buddy. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Trying to think of most of the big names have been pulled, except for McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook, who showed out last night. Those are only two bigger ones I can really think of. Hadn't been in this case. How about a Nathan Peterman for Canes fan Bobby Boy and the Bills, 3-color RPA? Good thing about Trinity is there's very few teams that go hitless. Our last case was actually the most hitless we've had this year. It had 7 teams hitless. I think we had 1 or 2 others that had 6. All the rest were 3 to 5 this year out of the 15 pick your teams. I kind of been keeping track out of curiosity. Next up for the Vikings, 6 of 10 green parallel, Stacy Coley. Next up is KD Cannon for the Jets. One that I remember Kevin picked up. 2016 first team All Big 12. This is the one that I know Jesse was just talking about looking for. Kareem Hunt for the Chiefs. Even though that's the cheapest version in Trinity, the clear, non-numbered, I'm sure that's a good 40, 50 bucks. Being Kareem. Yeah, he's pretty good. Not too shabby. And speaking of, how about Dalvin Cook for Shane, Arizona Frozen Rope, and the Vikings, 3-color RPA. Trinity is fire, y'all. I can't tell you how many times that I've sat around thinking about busting a bunch up myself. I actually did one night. I busted 8 boxes. I opened the cases. So I got 2 personals. I think I was back here in the office till about 4:30 that morning. Broke down and busted the other 8 for myself. I have 4 cases left. If anybody's interested in some personal boxes or a case, we have another sick, disgusting laundry tag up next. Jake Butt. Everybody looking for some butt for the Broncos. Now, Trinity's the case that keeps on giving. So many hits. Right behind that, we have Artavis Scott for the Chargers, number 2 of 10. Next up, we have another PC card for Jesse. Go Bucks. I misspoke. Jeremy McNichol is one of the ones that changed teams. He is now a 49er. My bad, Jesse. That one is going to Corey and the 49ers. Gotten used to him being a Buck. Next up, David Njoku for the Browns. Jesse said I've got that one. It's all good. Well, it's not McCaffrey. I ended up with the Panthers in this one. I'm happy with that. 2 of 10. Nike swoosh. They could have centered it a little better. But Curtis Samuel out of Ohio State for the Panthers. Sharp card right there. Going in the old Oslander PC to never see the light of day again. At least until I pass on. 3 boxes left. So we've had a couple of duplicates. I know there's still a few teams that are hitless. This one spread it around pretty damn good, though. First up in this box is a 3-color Josh Reynolds for the Rams. I don't know a damn thing about Josh Reynolds. He was in Origins 2 for us. Jesse. Oh, Lord. Next up, there's one we hadn't seen yet. Boomer Sooner. Cool inscription on that one. 13 of 25. For the Redskins. Samaje Perine. Blue parallel. That was Victor that grabbed him in this one. Cool card right there. Next up, Jordan Leggett. Charcoal non-numbered variation for Kevin and the Jets. I would much rather see McCaffrey instead of a second Curtis Samuel. But doubling up on another guy, Curtis Samuel for the Panthers. And for the Titans, Corey Davis. Non-numbered charcoal variation. 10 more hits to go. Maybe it's just me, but this box feels a little heavy. I might just be tripping. First up, We have another Eagle, Gerard Evans out of Virginia Tech, that Hokie. Gerard Evans. Right behind that, we have C.J. Beathard, 2-color RPA for the 49ers, former Iowa Hawkeye quarterback. Apparently he's selling pretty well. Right behind that, we have 5 of 25, Tyrone Swoopes. Former Texan quarterback, Texas quarterback, going to the Seahawks. And for Miss Vicky, Tez Tabor, Florida Gators, 2014 to 2016 for the Lions. It kind of did, Shane. It kind of did. Yeah, our last case was pretty bang. Isn't it weird that the 2 hardest cases to fill have been the best cases, probably? I can't remember who ended up. This was the last team taken. Very last team available. A 3rd laundry tag. D.D. Westbrook, 1 of 5 for the Jaguars. And Dr. Rocket, Mr. Joel. Now I don't have to hit the highlights just because the laundry tag to 5. And it all comes down to the last box. I really can't think of anybody other than Mahomes and McCaffrey, really big names that haven't hit. Hit Watson. Oh, Trubisky. Well, no, we had Trubisky. We had Watson, Trubisky, Kaiser. I guess Mahomes and McCaffrey are the only 2. Really big names. We haven't had an Alvin Kamara. First up, we're going to have Sidney Jones for the Eagles. Next up, this is a team that hadn't hit yet. 20 of 25, Marlon Humphrey for the Ravens. You're right, we haven't had Joe Mixon yet. Ravens hadn't hit yet, now they have. Next up, Isaiah Ford. Isaiah Ford is a Dolphin, another Virginia Tech Hokie, formerly. Next to the last card is DeMore Stringfellow. He was originally a Dolphin, but he is now a Jet. As a clear variation, we're not sure the number until that one's redeemed. And the last card is absolutely amazing. Ooh, Mike Williams, 1 of 5 for the Chargers. ACC logo. Well, hot damn. Trinity, y'all. 4 cases sitting over here just marinating, y'all. This ain't. We have 1 random. That'll be for the Terry and Folsom. Let me get that set up right quick. Yeah, it was an awesome case. So we'll take all 32 teams and take the hitless Cardinals and Patriots out. As always, we'll randomize twice. Or, excuse me. We'll go anything but a 2. That's what I meant to say. Always 3 and up on the randoms. If we roll snake eyes, we'll re-roll. And let's go in screen share mode here. And anything but a 2. 3 and up always. We're going 9 times. Team up top after 9 times takes the Terry and Folsom. Went ahead and pulled the Cardinals and the Patriots. So you see we got 30 spots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9th and final time. See, we've gone 8 times for the Terry and Folsom 3-color RPA. And that one is going to the Bears. Appreciate everybody. I'll get this video up here immediately, and I'll also get highlights here in a little bit up on the Facebook group, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're not a member following, subscribe to YouTube, any of that. All those links are down below my video on Breakers TV. Check it out. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Islanders break, son. Here you go.